Thank you for coming. Being on the board is not an easy task. Still, I am proud to be a director in Tower 3 because it means I have a real chance to make a change for the better. When I got elected, the board was facing some serious issues. The gas problem in Tower 2, the endless challenges of the lobbies, Tower 3 repairs, financials, the decision on outside management. The gas problem is solved, but there is still work to do. We have to make sure that Tower 1 and Tower 3 will be checked and fixed if necessary. Also, we have to make sure that our employees understand the building's layout. So if something like this ever happens again, the source of the problem can be accessed immediately. Decisions about the lobbies were made before my time as a director. I try very hard to read as much as I can and try to go to every meeting with the contractors in order to gain a better understanding of the problems we face. In the first place, now the lobby's contract was done doesn't make any sense. There is no defined finish date for the job. The renovation of the lobby, according to this contract, would go on for a very long time. And those endless change orders, they bothered me before I was elected, and they bother me now. My experience suggests that change order should not be more than 10 to 15% over and above the original price of the job. Plus, many of these change orders should have been incorporated in the original lobby bid. Yet they were not. And now we have to pay extra for every one of them. It seems that the manager and board at that time didn't know how to choose professional for those projects. Having said that, we have to find a way to make the best of this bad situation. We have to finish the lobbies with the least amount of pain for the owners, both time-wise and financially. Since I am a Tower 3 director, I want to say something about Tower 3 repairs. After 9 months of suffering, the owners on the 8th, 9th and 10th and penthouse floor finally got their carpet. Yet the floors are still unfinished. And it has been 10 months now. When some owners, especially on the 9th, expressed their opinion to the board, they were told that it is just temporary. Another colossal waste of money. The repair job on the 10th was bungled from the start, and one can only look to Alan and Marta Norge. Why aren't the owners in Tower 3 kept informed from the beginning? Why aren't the owners given a chance to see what the decoration option would be? They were only invited to see the swatches by Miss Fitzpatrick's office after they had been allegedly ordered. And we know Miss Fitzpatrick lied, ordering the carpets in the first place. The whole thing is an embarrassment. Time, money, and respect for the board thrown out the window. The next things I want to talk about our financials. I hate to bring bad news, but the facts are facts. The previous board didn't give too much thought as to how they spent our money. I found out that they had very good advice from different engineering companies regarding the different R&R projects, but they never took the advice. Why? I don't know. What I do know is that we used to be comparable to a 4-star hotel, and over the last 5 years we have deteriorated to a point where now we look like a slum. What I do know is that the former board spent money recklessly. Just one example is a roof replacement in Tower 2. But since Slava is a Tower 2 director, I will let him tell you about it. And what I do know is that for whatever reason, we took a loan of 18.5 million, we tackled three major problems. The exterior envelope and the board were budgeted 6.8 million and we paid 8.6 million. The lobby was budgeted, the fire safety system was budgeted 2.7 million. It came in a 6.6 million. The lobby was budgeted 1.7 million, and right now it is over 2 million. The garage was budgeted 2.2 million, but we didn't finish the job, so I don't have the numbers. Doing these three projects at the same time was a big mistake. First of all, the people in charge didn't have the experience and knowledge to manage those projects. They say hindsight is always 20/20. So of course we know now that Ms. Fitzpatrick was not the best choice to oversee large projects like the fire systems, the garage and the exterior envelope. Now having the necessary experience, she and the board relied on bad advice from different engineering companies. As I told you before, we have studies from very reputable consultants that contradicted the board stand that the Galaxy needed massive and immediate R&R. But one thing we should have done was to follow their advice. But the previous board decided to do these R&R projects without professional supervision. None of the projects were thought through. This is why we have so many changeovers, so many overruns. This is why we are in a shape we are in. And all of the things that I am speaking about tonight, they are the reason the board decided to go to an outside management company. Let me assure you, this board exercised true diligence in selecting an outside management company. We formed a committee of 6 directors, and over the three months we looked at 11 different companies. We visited several condominiums and met with their directors. In the end, 3 companies remained. Cooper Square was the front runner. We went to 3 condominiums managed by Cooper Square, including one comparable to ours, with 1,100 units. They all look like $1 million. We interviewed the directors from those condos and learned exactly how Cooper Square managed those properties. We heard glowing reports from all 3. It was only after this that the directors agreed unanimously that the best choice for us is Cooper Square. We hope the contract will be finalized soon and that they will join us in a very near future. Besides bringing in Cooper Square, what else can we do to help ourselves? We have to tighten our belts and cut the budget. We have to try to live within our means, at least until we can put ourselves back on the map. We must and will dig ourselves out under this financial mess. We will undertake major renovation when we can afford them, and we will not be a burden to the owners. We will be prudent with our money and our needs, and we will fix what we can fix, rather than replace what can be replaced, after determining the best solution. I now give the floor to Slav.
Thank you, Fini. Before Slava takes the podium, I'd like to just to say that